If someone texts your business, they probably don't want you to immediately call them back. If they send a DM, they expect someone to actually see it. And if your website form says, "We'll be in touch," they want to know what that means. How people contact you is part of the customer experience, and it may be costing you leads. Welcome to the Get Digital Marketing Results podcast, where we give you information and actionable tips to grow your organization.
Hi, I'm Bob Clark.
And I'm Donna Botti. We're with Delosync, and today we're talking about how customers contact your business, how you want them to contact you, and why your website and Google Business Profile need to make that path clear.
This sounds simple, but it is a real friction point. A business may prefer phone calls, forms, online booking, text, or social messages, but the customer may have a different preference, and that gap is where leads can fall through.
The text example is a good one. If your call to action says text us and someone texts you, calling them back right away is not going to feel helpful for them. They chose that channel for a reason.
Maybe they are at work. Maybe they're comparing options. Maybe they do not want to be pulled into a call yet. The channel they choose gives you a clue about how they want to start the conversation.
And this connects to a bigger shift we've talked about recently. Google can now call or text some businesses to verify details. And in some cases, Google can call on behalf of customers to check pricing, availability, or book appointments. That means contact is becoming part of the search experience, not something that only happens after search is over.
So your phone number, booking link, messaging option, and contact path need to be accurate. But just as important, your team needs to know what might come through and how to respond.
And this is where you need to look at both sides. How do you want customers to contact you? And how do they actually want to contact you?
You may prefer phone calls, but your customer may prefer text. You may want forms, but they may want online booking. You may have DMs open, but if nobody checks them, that is not really a contact option.
So the first decision is which channels you're actually willing to manage. Phone, form, email, text, online booking, Google profile, social, DMs. You don't need all of them, but you need the right ones, and you need to handle the ones you choose well.
And then your website contact page should make those choices clear. Tell people when to call, when to text, when to use a form, or whether they can book online and what kind of response time to expect.
A good contact page does more than list your name, address, phone number, and a form. It should include complete contact information, proof that helps people trust you, any local details, a clear call to action, and expectations for what happens next.
That does not mean the page has to be complicated. It means that it should answer the practical questions someone has right before they reach out. Am I in the right place? Can this business help me? What should I do next?
And this is where a lot of businesses lose people. The marketing worked. The person was interested, but the response was too slow, it went to the wrong place, or came back in a channel the customer didn't want to use. And that is frustrating because it's fixable.
So here are 3 action steps for this week. First, list every place someone can currently contact you. Phone, form, email, text, online booking, Google profile, and social DMs. Second, decide which channels you actually want to promote and who is responsible for each one. Third, update your contact page and Google Business Profile so the next step is clear, the response expectation is honest, and people know which channel to use for what.
The bottom line is this: how people contact you is part of your marketing. If customers reach out one way and you respond another, or if you offer channels you don't monitor, you create friction right when someone is ready to act. So make the path clear, manage the channels you offer, and make it easy for the right customer to take the next step.
And that's it for today's episode. You can find links and more resources at delosinc.com/episode 460. And don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss out on our actionable digital marketing tips to grow your organization.
Thanks for listening to the Get Digital Marketing Results podcast. If you're ready to simplify your marketing and build reliable growth for your business, visit us at delosinc.com to learn more.